Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Mototopia channel. In this episode, which is day 7 of our Alps trip in 2019, we are riding in northern Italy. We are not far from the city of Bolzano, which is also called Bozen. You'll notice that all the villages and cities in this area have street signs in both German and Italian. That's because we are in the borderland area between Italy and Austria. It is a high mountain plateau called Der Ritten, or Il Rennen in Italian if you prefer. But it is a beautiful area of northern Italy. 300 days of sunshine a year, and this day was one of them. Beautiful blue skies, so as we're riding through these pine forests with winding roads, the vistas that we see are just spectacular. All these little villages. And at the end of the video, we are at the base of Stelvio Mountain, which is kind of like the holy grail of European motorcycle riding. A lot of steep switchbacks, and that will be our next video where we climb that mountain and come down the other side. So stay tuned and enjoy this video, and remember please to subscribe to the channel, like the video by clicking on the little thumbs up, and also the notification bell. That really helps us grow the channel. So thanks very much. Bye. Alright, so we'll start off with a quick flyover just to give you some idea of where we are in the world. We are in the Reten area of northern Italy at Hotel Biebelmann's Post. We stayed there for 2 nights. Really a great hotel. Enjoyed the facilities there. The beautiful outdoor pool and lawn. We'll show you more about that. But then we head west through Vanga down to State Route 508. Go south into Bolzano and a little neighborhood called Glaninger Kirche. And then we take a turn up the mountain, passing the Troyenstein Castle, or at least what's left of it. It's just a single tower. That's all that remains, but it was kind of cool to go by. And then we go through a series of tunnels, wind all around, go through these forests, through the town of San Genesio, a lot of horse farms in this area, through the town of Floss, Molten, and then down the other side of this mountain, crossing into the valley through Verano. Again, more forests and beautiful vistas. And then through the valley past Murano, Castle Bello, and we get to a town called Prad, where we head towards Stelvio. This is the Prad ascent. There are 3 roads that take you up or down Stelvio Mountain. The one we went up this morning is Prad. That's the best approach. That's definitely the one you want to go up. And that's it. Then we'll wind up there at the base of Stelvio. So here we are, leaving the hotel. It'll give you a good sense of the flavor of the place with these nice cobblestone streets. Just beautiful little village of Klobenstein am Rhein in Italy. Very cool little place. So as we ride through the countryside near our hotel, I'll just tell you a little bit about the place. The Hotel Biebelmann's Post was one of the larger hotels we stayed at, more like a resort than a hotel. Beautiful landscaping, indoor and outdoor pools. The views from our hotel rooms were outstanding. This was the view from mine. You can see the outdoor pool there a little bit, and the spa to the left. That's the indoor pool. I mean, everything was top-notch. I really have nothing negative to say. Of course, we also, went through the lobby several times each morning and evening, and got to enjoy the lobby's best feature, which was Max, the German Shepherd. Max was really awesome. Very cool, chill dog. Made me miss my own very much. As we ride through these forests and meadows, enjoying the views, you just, every time you come around another corner, there's another moment of awe. This area that we're in, as I mentioned, is a high mountain plateau. It's known in German as Der Ritten and in Italian as Il Rennen. The combined German and Italian cultures are pretty neat to experience. In the mountains, you're greeted with Grüße Gott. In the valley towns, Buongiorno. Freud liked to vacation here. I guess he did like a split personality, didn't he? Here you will find menus that offer Sacher Torte in Bozen or tiramisu in Bolzano. Tyrolean ravioli are listed as both the consonant-rich Schlutzkrapfen and mezzaluna, or half moons, which does melt a little better off the tongue in Italian. This high mountain plateau is scattered with about 15 villages. It's been called a place of Arcadian beauty. Scattered apple orchards and pine forests dotted with spired and onion-domed churches are everywhere. Also in this area are what the locals called hoodoos. A hoodoo is an earth pyramid. Years and years ago, 25,000 years ago potentially, the last ice age rolled through here, and as the ice melted, it left behind a lot of clay. And when it rained, the water would rush the clay away down the mountain. But where these stones were, the ground underneath the stone did not wash away, leaving these tall spires of earth. So interesting geological shapes, but they are around this area. And they're, quite possibly 25,000 years old. The minute a rock falls off the top of one of these spires, then the clay underneath doesn't take long to wash away. As we wind our way through the dense forest above the Talvera gorge, we come to the little village of Vanga in the province of Bolzano. Directly in the village is the late Gothic church of San Viglio, which dates back to the early 16th century. The parish church of Vanga, consecrated to St. Peter, is located on a hill near the town. The Gothic building probably dates from about the late 13th century. Also in the area of this village is a well-preserved castle. The castle Vanga Bellermont was originally built between 1209 and 1237 by two brothers known as the Lords of Vangen. The castle was destroyed by fire in 1277 and then rebuilt in 1500 by the Counts of Tirolo. Today it is privately owned and sadly not open to visitors. Pulling up behind this sidecar reminds me of my good friend Lou, who unfortunately his health is not good. But this is a photo from our last ride together. Lou, I hope you get better soon. I look forward to seeing you again when this COVID stuff is all behind us. Troyenstein Castle was built around 1280 by Meinhard II, the Count of Tyrol, for his trusted vassal Friedrich von Troyenstein. The circular keep is all that remains at present. It's 23 meters high and crowned with 3-meter high merlons. The interior of the tower unfortunately can't be visited. There are other buildings than the now existing tower that were destroyed in 1482. Rumor has it there are underground remains of the palace beneath the present nearby Troyenstein residence, which is a 19th century kind of Tudor-style mansion. Not sure what my buddy Kevin in front of me is pointing to here. It could be the view. It's more likely the wine grapes that are growing there. Kevin is a real wine aficionado. In addition to motorcycle vacations, Kevin takes vacations to France to check out the vineyards and then fills his basement with the best wine the world has to offer. And I gotta tell you, that works out really well for me when I come to visit. So a ride now brings us into the beautiful and interesting village of San Genesio, or Genesian if you prefer the German. This town is known for a number of interesting things. I think the most fascinating are these horses, the Halfingers. It's a breed of horse developed in Austria and northern Italy during the late 19th century. These horses are relatively small. They're always a chestnut color with a kind of a white or blonde mane and tail. Their gait is distinctive, described as energetic but smooth, and they're well-muscled yet elegant. They were developed for this mountainous terrain and are, known to be very hardy animals. Readers of Cowgirl magazine will know that during official inspections for breed standards, this breed of horse is required to show a quiet and kind nature, which has led to the breed having excellent temperaments, Over the centuries as they were developed, they lived alongside and worked with the mountain peasants and served all purposes for all family members. So Halflingers, very simply, are part of the family here in this part of the world. As if the Halflingers were not enough, this area of San Genesio is also known for a couple of other things. It sits on what's called the Salto plateau, and located on this plateau is a very ancient larch tree. This tree is an aesthetic feature in the middle of the wide larch groves on the Salto. The lowest branches form kind of a candelabra shape because the tree was able to develop freely upward without much around it, I guess, making it bigger and more impressive than the others. Unfortunately, it suffered some damage in 2008-2009 due to heavy snow. Branches broke. It's still pretty impressive. The height is 24 meters, diameter is 2 meters, and it's 6.4 meters around. I'm not really sure what to say about this next point of interest, I suppose. To each his own. San Genesio also boasts the Men of Stone. No, not these guys. These Men of Stone are also called cairns. The locals consider it a special place, a place of energy. There's over 100 of these things that date back at least to the Middle Ages and possibly to the Stone Age. They say that this was a place where witches danced and there were satanic ceremonies and all kinds of crazy stuff. Possibly even Celtic worship site. So yeah, lots going on here in this little town. As we ride through the Valley Venasta and approach the village of Prato, we will shortly pass the home of Lorenz Kuntner. He is the local hippie, I guess. He is an artist and an author who specializes in Indian or shaman items, I guess. It's interesting for some people. But I'll put up some photos and show you what his little place is all about. It's an open-air museum. Mr. Lorenz calls himself the one who talks with the breeze. He sleeps under the sky and is inspired by nature. And so this is what he produces. I would submit that any day where you are offered the opportunity to pass a Porsche 911 on a mountain pass in the Alps on a BMW motorcycle, you have to consider that to be a pretty damn good day. So there I go. And then here's the footage from my camera. And there you have it. Passing a Porsche 911 on an Alps mountain road. Carry on. All right, well, that brings us to the end of another Alps ride episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. We are now at the base of Stelvio Mountain, and we will make that ascent in the very next video. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be in love with your life, every minute of it. Thanks very much, and please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the little notification bell. Thanks again.